The salt-kissed air whipped Lena's hair. It tasted of adventure. She gripped the worn map tighter. Her father's last words echoed in her ears. Find the lost horizon. He had vanished years ago, chasing this legend. Now, it was her turn. The port of Portobello bustled with activity. Sailors unloaded spices and silks. Merchants hawked their wares. But Lena only saw the ship, her ship. It awaited, ready to carry her into the vast unknown.
You sure about this, Lena? Sailing off the map's edge is one thing, but chasing a 100-year myth, that's...
My father's legacy.
They dipped gently in the harbor, beckoning her forward. This was her destiny. This was her promise. The ship sliced through the waves, its bow cutting through the water with a sense of purpose and determination. The open sea stretched before them, a seemingly endless canvas of blue under a blazing sun. The horizon was a distant line, a promise of adventures yet to come. Lena spent hours on deck, studying the map with unwavering focus. Each line and symbol held a story, a piece of the puzzle she was determined to solve. It was more than just lines and symbols. It was her inheritance, a legacy passed down through generations. Days blurred into weeks as she traced the routes and landmarks. They weathered storms that raged like mythical beasts, with waves towering over the ship and winds howling like banshees. The crew fought valiantly against nature's fury. Max kept their spirits high with his jokes and infectious laughter, but even he grew quiet when the waves crashed over the deck, threatening to swallow them whole. His silence spoke volumes. Professor Halverson, their scholarly companion, muttered about rogue waves and ancient curses, his eyes filled with a mix of fear and fascination. His knowledge was both a comfort and a curse. One particularly harrowing night, Lena sought refuge in her father's cabin, the only place that felt safe amidst the chaos. The storm outside was relentless. She discovered a hidden compartment in his desk, revealing a letter addressed to her. The paper was old and worn, but the words were clear. Her heart pounded as she read his words, filled with love and a cryptic clue. When the Southern Cross kisses the horizon, it read, the path will reveal itself. It was a message of hope and guidance, a beacon in the darkness. Guided by her father's clue, Lena waited for the Southern Cross to align with the horizon. It was a long shot, a whisper in the wind. But as the stars shifted into place one clear night, a faint glow appeared on the map. It pulsed with an ethereal light, pointing towards a cluster of uncharted islands.
An entire archipelago lost to time. Imagine the discoveries we might make.
Even Max, usually skeptical, couldn't hide his eagerness. But as they neared the islands, the wind carried a different sound, a cannon blast. Smoke billowed in the distance. Another ship, a fearsome black galleon, had entered their story. Lena's blood ran cold. It could mean only one thing, Captain Bragg. Captain Bragg, a ruthless treasure hunter, had been Lena's father's nemesis. She had only heard whispers of his cruelty, his insatiable greed. Now he was a menacing reality, his black galleon, the dwarfing their own. They encountered Bragg's men on a small volcanic island. A tense standoff ensued, words exchanged like bullets. Bragg's men outnumbered them, their faces hardened by greed and years at sea. Lena stood her ground, refusing to be intimidated.
The lost horizon belongs to those who can unlock its secrets.
We'll see about that, little girl. The captain doesn't take kindly to competition.
The clash of wills had just begun. Section 5, land ahoy, but not the horizon. They managed to escape the encounter, but Bragg was hot on their tail. The chase led them deeper into the archipelago, through treacherous straits and past islands shrouded in mist. Finally, they reached the coordinates marked on Lena's map, but instead of a majestic island, they found only a ring of jagged reefs.
It's gone, the island, it's vanished.
Despair threatened to overwhelm Lena. Had they come all this way for nothing?
The reefs, they form a pattern, a spiral. Perhaps the island isn't gone, just hidden. We need to find the entrance to this labyrinth.
Section 6, the heart of the labyrinth. Following the professor's intuition, they navigated the treacherous reefs, the barely scraping through narrow passages. The air grew heavy, filled with the scent of salt and something ancient. The sea itself seemed to whisper, urging them forward. Finally, as the sun began to set, they emerged into a hidden lagoon. And there it was, the lost horizon, It rose from the water like a mirage, a breathtaking island wreathed in mist and crowned with ancient ruins.
By the gods,
Even Lena, who had dreamed of this moment for years, was speechless. The Lost Horizon was real, and it was more magnificent than she ever imagined. Section 7. The Island Awakens. As they sailed into the lagoon, the island seemed to come alive. Waterfalls cascaded down its emerald slopes, feeding rivers that snaked through dense foliage. The air hummed with the sound of unseen creatures, a symphony of nature untouched by time. But even in this paradise, danger lurked. They soon discovered they were not alone. Strange symbols glowed on ancient stones, reacting to their presence. The island, it seemed, was watching them, studying them.
This island, it's not just a place, it's an entity. It remembers, and it chooses who it reveals its secrets to.
Lena felt a shiver run down her spine. They were treading on sacred ground. Their explorations led them deeper into the island's heart, following a path marked by ancient statues and crumbling temples. The dense foliage and the sounds of the jungle created an atmosphere of mystery and anticipation. They discovered murals depicting a lost civilization, their lives intertwined with the island's magic. The intricate details of the murals told stories of ancient rituals, powerful deities, and a society that once thrived in harmony with nature. And always, there was the sense of being watched, guided. Then they found it. The feeling of unseen eyes following their every move grew stronger as they ventured further. A map carved into the base of a massive, moss-covered statue. The statue, ancient and weathered, stood as a silent guardian of the island's secrets. It pointed the way to a place called the Shrine of Whispers, rumored to hold the island's greatest secrets. The map's details were faint but decipherable, hinting at a journey filled with peril and discovery. But as they studied the map, a chilling realization dawned on them. The path to the shrine was fraught with dangers, and they were not alone in their quest. Bragg and his men were already there. The rival treasure hunters had a head start, and their intentions were far from noble.
We have to stop him. We can't let him desecrate the shrine and steal its secrets.
Lena said, her voice steely with determination. Her eyes reflected a fierce resolve, knowing the importance of their mission. She wouldn't let Bragg plunder this sacred place. The island's secrets were too precious to fall into the wrong hands. The island had entrusted its secrets to her, and she wouldn't betray that trust. Lena felt a deep connection to the island, as if it had chosen her as its protector. The race to the shrine was on. With every step, the adventurers felt the weight of their responsibility, knowing that the fate of the island's legacy rested in their hands. The Shrine of Whispers was an awe-inspiring sight. A colossal structure of obsidian, it pulsed with an otherworldly energy. Inside, they found Bragg and his men, desperately trying to decipher an intricate puzzle guarding the inner sanctum. A tense standoff ensued, but Lena refused to fight. She realized that the shrine wasn't a place for brute force. It demanded respect, understanding. While Bragg raged and threatened, Lena studied the puzzle, her mind racing.
The island whispers its secrets. It doesn't surrender them to greed and violence.
She had figured out the puzzle. It wasn't about moving pieces, but about listening, about understanding the flow of energy within the shrine itself. With a touch, Lena activated the puzzle. The air crackled with energy, and the walls of the inner sanctum shimmered, revealing not mountains of gold or chests overflowing with jewels, but a library, a repository of knowledge spanning centuries. Bragg, enraged, lunged for Lena, but the island itself reacted. Walls shifted, blocking his path. The ground rumbled beneath his feet. The Lost Horizon had made its choice.
This place isn't about riches. It's about preserving the past, about learning from it.
She had found what she was truly searching for, even if it wasn't what she initially expected. With Bragg and his men imprisoned by the island's magic, their reign of terror had come to an end. The island's ancient forces had finally brought peace to its shores. Lena, Max, and Professor Halverson spent days exploring the library. They uncovered lost histories, scientific marvels, and ancient wisdom that had been hidden for centuries. They found philosophical treatises that challenged their very understanding of the world, and manuscripts that revealed secrets of the universe. When the time came to leave, they did so with heavy hearts but lighter spirits. The knowledge they had gained was invaluable, and it had changed them forever. They left the Lost Horizon as they had found it, untouched, its secrets safe. The island remained a mystical place, guarding its mysteries. They carried with them the greatest treasure of all knowledge. This knowledge was not just for them, but for the world to benefit from. As the ship sailed away, the island shimmering on the horizon, they felt a sense of accomplishment and purpose. Lena knew this was not the end of her journey. She felt a renewed sense of duty and a burning desire to share what she had learned. It was just the beginning. A new chapter in her life was unfolding, filled with endless possibilities. She had a promise to keep, a legacy to honor. Her journey was now intertwined with the island's legacy and a world of knowledge to share. She envisioned herself teaching, inspiring, and spreading the wisdom she had gained. The lost horizon had shown her the way. It had given her a purpose, a mission to fulfill. As she looked back one last time, she knew that the island would always be a part of her, guiding her on her new journey.